All right, part two. Let's go to the History Channel. And again, pretty much when you look at the History Channel, what you turn on, you're probably watching a rerun or a repeat already. So again, the shows I like to watch that I hope might be on, I don't watch all these shows, but you have Mountain Men, you have Counting Cars, pornography. You look at your regular shows, Mountain Men, Ice Road Truckers, American Pickers, Pawn Stars, American The Story of Us, Axemen, all of them. Cajun Pawn Stars, Crypt, Gangland, if you like those shows. So for instance, let's say you're a big, I'm trying to get back to the beginning. I mean, these are all History Channel shows. Here we go. So say you're a Pawn Stars fan. You just go to the left, season 1, season 2, 3, 4, whatever you like, and you just drop down and pick show to watch. You'll probably get that commercial again.
The Trench is the deepest place on Earth, 7 miles straight down. It's the last great frontier of our world. It's my dream to build a machine to take us there.
When you dive to the bottom of the ocean, there are 100 horrible ways to die.
Oh, that's not good. We've got a lot of failures here. We got a problem. Exploration comes with risk. When it's a risk, that's worth something.
Deep Sea Challenge 3D. Repeat now playing.
And here comes Pawn Stars.
On this episode of Pawn Stars.
Holy cow, a cannon! Here's my big concern. Do you know if this thing works?
Well, I've never fired it.
I'm afraid it might be a reproduction or something like that.
This is a Roman suit of armor. This is an exact replica of what they would wear back then. Roman legionnaires wore sweatpants.
This is a badass machine. We need to get a port.
So again, all the shows that History Channel has, you go to the bottom, you see some other exposés they've done. American Revolution, there's Jackie Robinson, the Cold War, history of Easter, Halloween. So let's go to CNN. This is an interesting one. You can go to CNN International. That's live streaming.
I came to Ethiopia and seeing the country devastated.
During the week you'll get your Anderson Cooper 360, all that stuff, but this is CNN International. When you come home from work and you want to just watch the stuff that CNN's covered today that is more pertinent, instead of having to watch a whole episode of a show and or Wolf Blitzer and then having to deal with commercials, you can just go right to what they covered today and stream it. Everything's big right now with Ebola and ISIS. So let's see. Let's look at something on ISIS that they talk about today.
About why ISIS has been so dangerous and successful on the battlefield.
This is from Wolf Blitzer, the Situation Room today.
They are stronger than ever. It comes from better training, tactics, and psychological warfare. Now, as Wolf mentioned, we do have to warn viewers some might find images in this story disturbing. They're ferocious and relentless, capturing huge swaths of territory at a time. ISIS is unlike...
Another big thing that's going on is the Ebola. Let's see if there's something there. Still more tsunami victims. The Oscar Pistorius trial. I saw one on Ebola. Here we go. This was from today.
On 2 separate missions, the crew of this Gulfstream G3 jet had one critical task: collect Ebola patients Dr. Kent Brantley and Nancy Wright Bowl and bring them home alive.
Story about the plane that brought them over.
So without themselves getting infected, demanded unusual precautions. The suit you're putting on is to...
So again, you can go through the most popular CNN stories, American stuff around the world, local politics, technology, health, whatever they're covering. Iraq, the bombings that are going on. let's see. Just whatever you want that's going on with CNN today, you can get a recap of it live. Same thing with NBC News. Fox News has a little bit more content. On this one, you can get a lot of their Fox News specials. You can listen to it live audio. So let's go to the full shows. And you can see Power Play, Fox News Live, and then their special reporting. You know, the NSA special on that. This is 41 minutes because
The NSA,
there's no
a
commercials.
secret agency in crisis. Some politicians are exasperated.
Their credibility is seriously in doubt.
The public is skeptical.
We stand for freedom.
You know, Charles Krauthammer, the food stamp binge, you know, Benghazi, campaign 2010. Then your specials, you know, George Bush, Stossel winning the presidency, you know, Benghazi, special investigation with Brett Baer. You know, again, if you missed it, because you weren't in front of the TV the day he did this episode, you can watch the whole thing, 41 minutes.
We did everything we could to secure those Americans who were still in harm's way.
It was really over before we had the opportunity to really know what was happening. You think the White House is covering something?
Special report, investigate.
So again, Fox has a little bit more content. Let's go back to the homepage there. So we saw Smithsonian, A&E History, CNN, Lifetime for Women. Wendy loves these movies. I hate them. There's nothing good about men in these shows, but nonetheless, you know, they have the regular shows, the Project Runway, the Lottery, Dance Moms, Devious Maids. I didn't know that was a show. But all the Lifetime movies are right here, full length, no commercials. I'm not going to bother testing those out because, again, they just hate on men. Watch ESPN's pretty interesting. What you get is some live TV. Again, usually it's remote stuff, some tennis, some cricket, Little League World Series. At the bottom, you can, you know, go to those 9 for 9s that you've missed. ESPN Originals, Understand with Kirk Herbstreit, all those specials, 9 for 9s. You know, Jeff Gordon, Sunday Conversation, Crossing the Line, all the My Wishes stuff. It's really a ton of stuff. But when you look at SportsCenter, and let's go to the latest news, you see on the left, they show all the stories they're about to cover and what they're covering at the moment. And say, for instance, you see something 3 or 4 spaces above what they're covering. You know, you have to say to yourself, I have to sit here and watch everything to watch what I want to watch. Hopefully they don't go to commercial and, you know, I have to wait even longer. Well, this gives you an opportunity to skip right to what they covered today. So, you know, let's see, you know, Rory McIlroy, you know, had a great day at the PGA Championship.
The final round of the final major of 2014. This is Digital Drive. Tom Rinaldi alongside the inimitable Bob Harrick. 30 under par over his last 7 rounds in major championships. That's a collective score for Rory.
And this was a recap of today's PGA round.
The score was impressive given the fact that his form was not bulletproof.
No, Rory actually has some issues out there. He got a little angry at himself at one time when he hit a poor chip shot. He could feel the pressure a little bit. There were some guys bearing down.
You know, if you like your NASCAR, I guess this race was today. You get a recap of the
NASCAR Nationwide Series at Watkins Glen this afternoon. Marcus Ambrose won the last 3 races there. Lap 34.
I guess a football player got shot today. Venus beat her sister. You know, LeBron's return. Here's Michael Sam. You know, that's actually, you know, here's the highlights from that. His first game.
Continuing tonight, so many young players trying to make names for themselves.
Yeah, Jay, Michael Sam's name is already pretty well known. The league's first openly gay player beginning his journey tonight to try and make it on the Rams roster. St. Louis hosting the New Orleans Saints.
This is from today. Recap of last night's game.
He did not play. Like first quarter, Sam lined up at left edge, applying some pressure, forcing Ryan Griffin up in the pocket and throws an incomplete pass. First play, second quarter. We highlight Sam there. spins off a block, causes Griffin to throw on the move. Sam credit.
So you can watch these one at a time, or you can watch them as a stream and they just go one after the other. So, you know, just a sample. I mean, PBS, they have so much stuff. YouTube channel, you can just type in whatever video you want to watch. You know, with this, I love American Masters. You know, you've got just biographies and documentaries on Jimi Hendrix, Billie Jean King. I watched this one on Hendrix last night. Just incredible stuff.
So my family's looking for beef that's all natural and
commercial has started, but I mean, these are full documentaries, can't be beat. So, I mean, that's just a sample of what this thing has. There's 1,000 channels. I probably looked at 10% of this. For all that watching I just showed you, you just need an internet connection. The Roku box was $85, and you know, I'm still probably going to add channels. There's classic TV and movies, the old Mr. Ed, I Love Lucy, you know, those black and white TV shows from Twilight Zone and all that stuff. There's just so much out there. But these are kind of our core favorites, and we'll find more as we go on. But you can see we're not going to be missing too much of the stuff we love to watch. I've got a little surprise for part 3, and stay tuned for that.